See, you say love, correct? She's asking like, you said you fall and then you realize you have fallen. What I'm saying, why is love so fleeting? Some you get physically attracted, then you go for compatible, then you go for sexual. What is really love? Is it moving? Then after, when before marriage or in love, you get married and the love comes on the firing line, and they depart, or within the marriage they go for a different woman or a different man. They get attracted separately because hurt feelings, wounds, disagreements, arguments, attacking each other. Why does this happen?
The way I look at it, that is just my perspective, is today you might fall in love with someone because you guys are at a plane which is compatible. But love is between two people, or in this case more than two people. But it is an interpersonal relationship, right? But what happens is, and this is how I look at it, is people grow, right? Sometimes you grow together, and then that you are together till you're 80 and you're sitting on your porch and having beer with your wife, and it's all cool. But sometimes you grow apart. You evolve in separate ways, and you move away. It's not easy to move away from somebody that you love. And hence, because of the insecurities, all the the firing line that you were talking about, it will happen. That is my perspective on it. If somebody else has a different perspective, I'd like to hear that.
He's all confused about it.
How to have a mature bonding love where there is no disparity, there's equality, there's discussion, where there's you really have a feeling with each other where there's no disagreement, but you are loving each other, then why this disagreement comes in?
You want
a mature bonding love. How do you have that?
You want an answer like man to man?
Man to man.
Man to man?
Right.
Shut up and listen to me. Because whenever she says, there are three things that you should always have an answer. When she's getting ready and she turns around and says, baby, am I? You say no. Because she's going to ask you, baby, am I looking fat? Even if you try and think about it, na, that I should. You think I'm fat. This dress doesn't look good on me. Just have that answer ready. When she say, baby, can be? Yes. Whatever it is, yes. It's never going to be that bad. What's she going to say? Can we jump off the building? So, baby, am I? No. Baby, can be? Yes. And baby, I love you. I used to love you. I'm telling you.
Really, really nice. Any other questions?
Till 80, you'll be with her. You'll be sitting on your, porch having beer, all mota, dance area. You'll be साथ में हाथ पकड़ा.
That was secretly saying actually. So I think they abide by that. Anyone else? There's some questions over there.
When you started to write this book?
The first time, the second time, or the third time?
When?
First time.
The first time, 10 years ago.
You completed in 10 years?
No. I completed it in about, the first draft I wrote, okay, it's a little complicated. I wrote it for the first time, got deleted, second time got deleted, but this draft, the first draft of it, I wrote, I'd say, in about a month. And then it took me about 6 months to clean it up. And then I sent it to the publishers, and then I was still cleaning it up. And then I sent it back to me, I was still cleaning it up. We changed quite a bit of it from where even like the first draft, the first draft 10 years ago that I wrote, it's none of it is here.
The book evolved.
It grew, it evolved.
Do you think just because you were involved in the media,
I can hear you.
yeah, because of the media involvement, probably what happens is that most of the stories that comes across serials and things like that, a lot of sets, a lot of depictions and things like that, you tend to get some of these ideas into your fold, and probably that made you change some of the things or
Not
themes
really.
in a
I
way?
would say it
or
was,
is it like
are you saying that because I was involved in the television industry, is that where you're coming from?
sorry.
If you come over to my house ever, I live in Versova. I don't own a television. there is no television in my house. I work in the television industry, but then I do 130 other things, so there's no time for TV. So it is not television that impacted it. It is my own thoughts that, because 10 years ago I was a different person. I was thinking differently. It is my own evolution from then till now, and the evolution of the thought process. जैसा मैं उस टाइम पे सोचता था वैसा मैं आज नहीं सोचता. Okay, if I start writing this same book today, it will be different. So that is the reason it has changed. And yet it is, I mean, if you really read the book and just on the surface, and I'm sorry ladies, it's chiclet. You know, it's written only for the women, and that's a form of literature that's not very revered. People really look down upon that. And which is fine. I'm proud of it. But if you try and read between the lines, you might get more. You know, there are people who will be happy reading it just as. How old are you?
19.
19? Okay. If you were a little younger, you would enjoy reading it just on the surface, very cute, with the moon, happiness. But some people older might get something more. You know, try to leave that open, which wasn't the case in the first draft that I did 10 years ago. It was just a lot of stuff open for people to plug in their own lives and see if they can get something out of it. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, exactly, because I was also involved in sort of theatre and other
Okay,
things. So
I thought he was involved in too.
That's right.
This
You get to know a lot of things, and then somehow some perspectives do change. There's no doubt about it. The way you play, the way you narrate, the way you react and stuff like that.
The way I wrote the book, I really wanted something that doesn't read like a novel. You know, the first one read like a book. You know, and that is when I was influenced by literature. You know, very influenced by M.D. Monty and all those guys. And I tried to write it, and I did the whole, there has to be a beginning, a middle, and an end, and there has to be the, the crescendo and the fall, and all the literary stuff that I studied and read and all of that. And when I wrote this, I just took all of that out, and I just wrote the way I wanted to write it.
Look forward to some script on the film. For sure, future.
The future.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My daughter has brought me here. We are here from Bangalore.
Hello.
You have a question? Okay, please go ahead.
Hi, ma'am. This book is too bold for Indian masses.
Really?
Portion you read.
May
Bold for.
do you think Indian masses are more bold than they show that they are? So much stuff going on in the closet. Hello. There's more actually. I think he's just bold enough to bring it out. I think he's bold, but the book is not. The book is closer to reality than the other things that we try to shut off. Sad, not proud of it, but sorry, that's my
I agree with that. I agree with that. That what I have written here is what a woman might think, and
does.
it does think. Is there anybody under 18 here?
Oh,
Okay,
oops.
I'll answer that question. Okay, what I'm trying to say is a woman might think a lot of things. When she's with a man, she might think a lot of things, and men are known to check women out. I'm just trying to get the right words here because there are people on the age. But I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right?